The story of the lone survivor is about an elite Navy SEAL team who are on a mission to find and kill a militia leader aligned with the Taliban. Their mission is compromised when they are discovered by two goat herders and a teenage boy. Due to the military's rules of engagement, the team makes the decision to let the men go, which they knew could very well cost them their lives. The team was ambushed not even an hour after releasing the Taliban sympathizers, as the goat herders gave the Taliban the SEAL team's location. 3 of the SEALs had died during the firefight, and later, the 16 reinforcements were killed, trying to save their fellow soldiers. The lone survivor was saved by a local Afghani and taken under the man's protection. This was due to the village's code of honor called Pashtunwala, a centuries-old code that literally means the way of the Pashtuns. One of the key codes of the Pashtun life is Malmastia. This code of hospitality requires that any person be afforded the host's protection. While in the care and company of a host, a guest should neither be harmed nor surrendered to an enemy. Hospitality and protection must be offered to all visitors without expectation of favor. Because of this code of honor, the lone survivor was saved and eventually returned home. Prior to their final gun battle, a SEAL team member turned to Marcus Luttrell and quipped, "No good deed goes unpunished, right?" Obviously, he makes this comment in light of the unit's decision to not kill the local goat herders, and hoping against hope they would not inform the Taliban of their presence. This old adage has served less as a warning gone unheeded, as it has served as a common lament for having suffered some form of negative consequence for having done something good for another. I believe that it is human nature for people to offer assistance to another in need, and it is only when they have time to deliberate over the potential personal consequence do they hesitate to do what is right and opt for what is best for themselves. Proven by Harvard and Yale professors, a human's first instinct is to act cooperatively. But when given time, they may not act cooperatively, but selfishly. If given the time to mull over the situation, we may consider the consequences and what the situation requires for sacrifice. But in fear of that sacrifice, in fear of the consequences which may become, humans may find themselves in fear of altruism. I believe that this is not a valid excuse or option as to one may not do the right thing. Now, in order to do the right thing or the good deed, we must first understand that in order to do what is right, we must be willing to sacrifice, whether it be our time, money, reputation, or sometimes even our lives. Because there are stories that prove the cliche to be true, like that of a good man taking in the homeless and feeding them, then one night that very man is murdered by the very person he takes care of. You should not be afraid of doing what is right. Look at the story of the lone survivor. The choices we have in life and what may become of each choice is shown in this one story. I believe the results of one good choice outweighs the risk of fear. Because the moment we let that fear in, the moment we turn our backs, is the moment we lose our humanity. I believe in life there are very few things we can control. But the one thing we can control is ourselves and our own actions. So why not use these actions in the best way possible? Why not do the right thing? Why not face our fears and use them to our advantage against evil? Why defy our own proclivity? Whether it be true that every good deed were to go punished, I would not want to live in a world where people would live in fear and never do anything for another human being.